Hi, are you in the United States on a work visa? Do you want to apply for a US green card and you're wondering if you're eligible? Do you want to find out how you can fill out your green card application successfully and what you can do with it once you have it? Well, you've arrived at the right place because in this video, I'm going to answer all these questions. So, what's a green card? The green card is officially known as a permanent resident card and is an identity document which shows that a person has permanent residency in the United States. Green card holders are formally known as lawful permanent residents. So why do you need one? If you know anything about immigration in America, you will know that a green card allows a non-US citizen to gain permanent residence in the United States. Many people from outside the United States want a US green card because it would allow them to live and work in the US lawfully and also qualify them to apply for a US citizenship after 3 to 5 years. So the green card provides a path to citizenship for non-citizens. So, who can apply for one? That's a pretty tricky question because applying for a green card is a long, arduous process and not everyone can apply for it. People from a limited number of countries can apply for a diversity visa-based green card. Others have to have employment in the United States or be sponsored by a relative who is a US citizen. In this video, I will tell you how immigrants on an employment visa can apply for a green card. While getting a green card is easy for citizens of certain countries due to the percentage-based system of green card allocation, which gives equal number of green cards to all countries each year, no matter how big or small that country is population-wise, it gets trickier for citizens of India and China because these are overpopulated countries and hence lines for these countries are longer. However, if you are on an employment-based visa in the United States, there are 4 steps that need to be completed before you can start a green card application. The first step is to have a legal job offer and an employment-based visa from an employer in the United States. So what's an employment-based visa? US immigration law provides aliens with a variety of ways to become lawful permanent residents, which means they can get a green card through employment in the United States. These employment-based or EB categories include EB1. These are priority workers, people with extraordinary ability in the sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. EB2 are people who are members of the professions holding advanced degrees or who have exceptional abilities. EB3 are skilled workers and professionals. You must have one of these approved visas and must be working in the United States. This is the first step for you to become eligible for a US green card. The second step is to have an approved I-140 form. An I-140 form is an immigrant petition for alien workers which is to be submitted to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, also called the USCIS, by an employer to petition an alien to work in the US on a permanent basis. This form is required for all categories, EB1, 2, and 3. Your employer must file for an I-140 form and it must be approved by the USCIS. Once you get an approved I-140, check for the priority date on your approved document. This date is important because this date will determine when you can apply for a green card. This year, in October 2020, most of you on a work visa have been feeling excited because of the huge movement in priority dates, which has made the priority dates current for a whole lot of people out there. If you are one of those lucky ones, keep watching. If you do not have an approved I-140, you could still continue watching, but you may have to first request your employer to file an I-140 form for you, which is an important step towards a green card. Now that you have an approved I-140, you move to the third step, which is you will have to keep an eye on the monthly visa bulletin issued by the USCIS to check if your priority date is current. The visa bulletin is published monthly and it allows you to check your place in the immigrant visa queue. It provides the most recent date for when visa numbers are available for different categories and countries. A visa must be available before you can take the final steps in the process of becoming a lawful permanent resident and getting a green card. Because more prospective immigrants want lawful permanent residency than the number of immigrant visas allowed, not everyone can immediately get a green card. How long you must wait depends on your priority date, preference category, and the country to which the visa will be charged. If you are from India or China, expect the wait to be longer than usual. So, is your date current? To check your priority date and whether it is current or not, check the visa bulletin on the USCIS website and check for two dates: the final action date and the date of filing. If your date for your category is earlier than the dates in the final action date section of the visa bulletin, your priority date is now current and will be processed by the USCIS for a green card. Remember to check your priority date from your I-140 form. If the date on your I-140 form is earlier than the date published in the date of filing section in the visa bulletin in your category, you can assemble all your documents and start your green card application. However, you will have to consult your lawyer or USCIS directly to know if USCIS will be accepting green card application based on the date of filing. I will link the list of documents required below. Please remember that though you can start an application, a green card will only be issued when your final action date becomes current. If your priority date is current in the final action date, you move to the fourth step. This is not a step, but just a confirmation, which is that you must be in the United States when you start your green card application. So, that was the process in a nutshell. Now, just to make sure, ask yourself, am I on an employment-based visa, whether EB-1, 2 or 3? Do I have an approved I-140 form from my employer, which is not being revoked? Is my final action date current according to the monthly visa bulletin? Has my lawyer confirmed that I can apply for a green card based on the date of filing in the visa bulletin? Am I physically present in the United States? If you answered yes to all of these questions, you are ready to start your green card application. To start your green card application, you will need to fill out 4 different forms. The first is the I-485 form, which is the Adjustment of Status form. It is used to either register for permanent legal residence in the United States or adjust to permanent resident status. The second is the I-944 form, which is the Declaration of Self-Sufficiency form. The USCIS requires applicants to submit this form to ensure that anyone applying for a green card will not become a public charge in the future. The USCIS will deny your application if you fail to submit all financial and employment-related documents with this form. The third is the I-765 form, which is the Employment Authorization form. This document lets employment visa holders change jobs and helps them move out of unpleasant job situations. This is very important because employment-based visa categories are tied to employers, and employment-based visa holders are stuck to employers because of visa-related regulations. Getting an employment authorization document gives them a choice to change employers if required. The fourth form is the I-131 form, which is the advance parole or travel document which you may need to travel outside the country while you wait for your green card to arrive. After your application has been submitted to USCIS, your wait begins. In the first 3 to 6 months, you will receive your EAD, the Employment Authorization Document. Then, within a year, you will get your travel document, and then within 23 months of your application, you should see your green card in the mail. Check for any errors or mistakes in the card. If everything looks all right, congratulations! You are now a permanent lawful resident of the United States of America. So what can you do with your green card? Well, once you have your green card, you have the right to live permanently in the United States, provided you do not commit any actions that would make you removable under immigration law. You can work in the United States at any legal work of your qualification and choosing. Please note that some jobs will be limited to US citizens only for security reasons. You will be protected by all laws of the United States, your state of residence, and local jurisdictions. Once you get your green card as a permanent resident, you are required to obey all laws of the United States and localities. You're required to file your income tax returns and report your income to the U.S. Internal Revenue Service and state taxing authorities. You're expected to support the democratic form of government. Support does not include voting. Permanent residents cannot vote in federal, state, or local elections. And you're required to register with the Selective Service if you are a male aged 18 through 25. I hope this video has helped you with your questions regarding the green card applications process. Please leave a comment or any suggestions that you have. Please let me know any other topics related to the US green card and citizenship process that you would like me to cover. Thank you.